I find myself frustrated, if I'm honest, at the lack of willingness to see other perspectives, consider them, and then grow from that. I think people, I don't know if they're afraid to do it. I don't know if they're afraid that they're going to get in an argument or fight with somebody else. But the longer that time goes on, I've noticed that sometimes people are just getting farther and farther and farther away in their little echo chambers and want to be around people that agree with them and voice back to them what they want to hear and won't consider other perspectives. And same with other people in other echo chambers all over. Doesn't matter their perspective. Personally, for me, I think that this is kind of a tragedy. I learn a lot from people that don't agree with me. Number one, understand what the subject is, not just have an opinion on it. The way that Rob puts it is, I want to understand the subject, not just have my own opinion. And working through what others say about it helps me understand things better. And he quotes Proverbs 18:2. This is what the scripture says. It says, "A fool takes no pleasure in understanding, but only in expressing his opinion." For years, I've kind of had this motto, if you will. It's to seek first to understand, then be understood. A lot of times people can get very angry and frustrated and lash out before they really understand the position of the person that they're arguing against. This is admittedly very difficult when you don't agree with somebody because it causes this inner ickiness, because it takes us out of our comfort zone and it makes us think about what we believe and look at it from somebody else's perspective on why they don't believe what we do. The point is that if you can understand the perspective of somebody else, not only are you going to be more empathetic in your response, but you're going to be wiser about it. You're going to know where they're coming from, and that's a good thing. It overall can help you understand the argument and situation better. Number two, understanding your opposition's point of view is a fantastic witnessing tool. This is how Rob put it. He said, understanding someone else's point of view is a prerequisite to engaging them on the subject. And he quotes Proverbs 18:13. This is what the scripture says. It says, if one gives an answer before he hears, it is his folly and his shame. Basically what this means is that if you're going to start spouting off your opinions and arguments without really understanding the facts first, you're going to look really bad. Whenever I personally see this, it's because I see that people are reacting in an emotional place and they don't want to see the facts. And this goes on both sides. Remember the echo chambers. The echo chamber solidifies what you already know. You're not used to hearing a contrary opinion. But when you do, it's checking what you believe. It's putting in check what you do believe. And you can really get some good people skills along the way. First, when you understand what your opposition believes and you correctly understand that, then you can actually use that to your advantage. When I was first into ministry, I got into ministry around 2011, and the first religion I really learned a lot about was Jehovah's Witnesses. I learned a lot from people that had been in ministry a lot longer than me, and one of the biggest things they taught me was people skills, how to talk to a Jehovah's Witness. There's an actual wrong way and right way to do this. But it always begins with understanding their religion properly. It always began with knowing what they really believed. Because then if you understood their language, if you understood their mindset, you knew exactly how you sounded to them when you said certain things. Taking that wisdom and that language, you then can use it to your advantage. Because I understand their belief, I don't go in to a conversation with somebody that has opposing beliefs without first knowing their position. If I'm talking to an atheist, I want to know what they believe as an atheist. Do they believe Jesus is a myth? Why? Why do you believe he's a myth? Give me information on that. Let me gather this information for my apologetic witnessing arsenal. Because the more I know, the more I'm going to understand their position, the more empathy I'm going to have, and the more I'm going to personalize this person that I'm talking to. And I think the biggest problem people have with this particular one is they take it personally. I think they get really emotional, and it's hard for them to hear an opposing viewpoint.